Jenna. This is my husband Colin, our son Morgan, who's 6 3/4, and our daughter Peyton, who's 3 1/4. 9 weeks ago tomorrow, my husband and I got the scare of our lifetime. We had, Peyton had what we thought was a stomach bug, and on the 6th day we took her into the ER. We'd been to the pediatrician earlier in the week, and they said everything was fine, it was just a bug. And after running many tests at our local hospital on the Mid-Peninsula, they informed us she had a pretty far advanced brain tumor. And so we were transported relatively quickly down to Lucille Packard Children's Hospital. And were met by Dr. Stan Cheshire, who was here last night, for those of you who saw him, and just an incredibly brilliant and compassionate team of individuals. Long story short, after 2 weeks in the hospital, Peyton had surgery, and the brain tumor was fully resected, and she's in perfect health, thank goodness. Kind of a funny tie-in to the American Girl store, which is that a few weeks before all of this precipitated,
I think we bought a book already.
I had bought a matching doll to look like her. I was saving it for the holidays, and when she was in the hospital and feeling so sick and sad, I brought it into her, and we named her Lucille after the hospital. And so Lucille, Peyton, Morgan, Colin, and I are thrilled to be here today to celebrate your store. When Colin and I were holding Peyton's hand for the 2 weeks, 24 hours a day when we were in the hospital, I would walk over here, and I was so excited to see the store open. I would come back and tell Peyton, we're going to go to the American Girl doll store when it opens. And so Lucille and she were very, very anticipatory of today. And just one thing I want to share about the Stanford Hospital, I'll tell you in a second, is that, obviously the doctors and nurses and everybody ranging from the child psychologist to, even the guy who would come in and change our garbage every night in the room, everybody was so kind and thoughtful. And, obviously we're so lucky to have a resource such as Stanford in our backyard. But what really struck me and Colin was that the compassion that people had. We were joking with some of the surgeons, because you guys really don't hire any jerks here at all, because everybody was just so incredibly nice. And not all of us can be or want to be brain surgeons or spend our days saving lives. But no matter what we do as individuals, each of us brings something special to the world. And it really reinforced for me that no matter what you do it with excellence. And I hope you sell lots and lots of dolls today and for a long time coming. Thank you so much for your support of Lucille Packard. You're helping so many people every day. And all the best. I don't know if Colin has anything.
Yeah, well, I think just to expand a little bit about what you've said already. So our experience in children's hospitals was zero, with the exception of birth, prior to a couple months ago. And I was really struck by the holistic experience we got. It wasn't just about the doctors. It was about the child life psychologists. It was about the nurses. It was about clergy. They really came together as a community to help us through what was a very difficult time, which fortunately had a happy ending. Not everybody else there has a happy ending. And you, as you work here from time to time, may see some parents come through with these little white stickers or like a rectangle, and there's a really crummy little black and white photo of them because it's taken when they come into the hospital. And it's their security badge. And they're going to come down to Stanford, they're going to look for escape, they're going to come in here with siblings. And so when you see that, you're going to know that they're associated with the hospital. And that's the other thing that I want to just remind everybody of. There are a lot of great causes, a lot of great charities, but this one is right in our backyard. It's part of our community. Like Jenna, I came down here on a couple breaks. I went to Starbucks and got some coffee, and I saw the people finishing the work on the store. And what I thought about, because when you're in a situation like that, you're trying to visualize success, you're trying to visualize your life coming back to normal. I thought about how great it would be to be here with Peyton. And last night, it was a fantastic event. Thank you very much. My son's hands are still stained from the Blue Rock candy. It was a realization of that moment that, yes, we've moved on. And, the American Girl dolls, I obviously didn't grow up playing with them, but I think they're fantastic. They have a great story. There's all sorts of accessories. My daughter, and I could tell girls from the ages of 2 to 15 love playing with them. And really, I see the connection in that, Stanford was a customer service, community-based treatment for the body, and what you guys deliver is a similar treatment for the soul. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great opening. I think you're going to have retail nirvana today. And we look forward to coming back to the store for many, many years. And thank you for all the support and what you guys do. Thank you. That's ours. Thanks. I'm right here.